Hey, Coach Todd here with Feel Good Life, and in this video I want to teach you 3 stretches that are going to help you recover from a meniscus tear. Now these are fantastic stretches to do in general, which help with sciatica and general health for your legs and your knees, but specifically when used in combination, they help with a meniscus tear. All you need is a bed and a rolled up towel and a wall to support you for the last stretch. But go ahead and stick with me with these 3 stretches for a meniscus tear. Hey, Coach Todd here with feelgoodlife.com. Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment or a question in the comment section and we'll make sure to get back to you. But let's go ahead and get started with the 3 stretches for meniscus tear. All right, first stretch, you're gonna need a bed and a towel. Let's go ahead and do this one together. It's called the laying hamstring towel stretch. So you wanna roll up your towel. It doesn't need to be perfectly rolled up, but go ahead and get into your bed. And actually, before you lay down, go ahead and put that rolled up towel, the middle of it, around your leg, or around your foot rather, because you're gonna be using it to bring your leg up. So get it nice and comfortable, and then lay back down, and then holding the edges of the towel with both hands, you're going to pull your leg up. So what's gonna be stretched is the back of the hamstring, or the back of the thigh, which is the hamstring. And the higher you get your heel up towards the ceiling, the more of a stretch you're going to get in that hamstring. So again, use your hands. You can gently pull that towel and you're going to feel that stretch further and further. Again, what you're doing is creating healthier tissue in your hamstring, and your hamstring connects down into your knee. And so hold that up 30 seconds at least. Really want to make sure you get to that 30-second mark. And then go ahead and release. You can bend your knee gently as you lower the pressure on that thigh. And go ahead and do it for 30 seconds on your left side, and you can switch over and do 30 seconds on your right side. All right, stretch number 2 is the Piriformis Stretch. So the piriformis is a muscle that starts in the pelvis and goes down into your femur. It's a small muscle. It's more considered a butt muscle, but what happens is that muscle can create greater misalignment along your leg, and create greater pressure, especially if you have a meniscus tear. So you really want to make sure that piriformis is loose, relaxed, and healthy. This is also the muscle that often causes sciatica. So this is a great stretch to do if you have sciatic pain. So go ahead, lay down. I'm going to do my left side so you can see it easier. Your right knee is going to be up at about 90-degree angle. Then bring your left ankle over your right knee, just like this. You can rest your head on a pillow or on the bed. Now with your right and left hand, you're going to gently pull your left knee up towards your right shoulder, just like this. And you're going to feel that stretch in your butt. You want to hold that for 30 seconds. The further you get up, the more of a stretch you're going to feel, but you don't need to overdo it. All you want to feel is that gentle tug in your glute or butt area. Just like that. You're just holding it. And then gently support your leg and knee as you release it. Again, 30 seconds is really the important mark to help get that tissue to relax and to stretch. But that exercise, or stretch rather, is called the Piriformis Stretch, and you want to do it on the left side, and then you want to do it on your right side. All right, the last stretch is the hip flexor stretch. So your hip flexor goes up from your pelvis and into your thigh, and what happens when that thing gets tight, it starts to rotate the pelvis forward, right? You're sitting for a long time, your legs are kind of crunched in this area. It shortens the hip flexor or the iliopsoas, and it tilts your pelvic bone forward. It can cause low back pain, but for this, right, it helps to align things, align your pelvis, with your thighs, to help relieve pressure if you have a meniscus tear, which is why stretching it is really, really important. So I'm going to show you 2 different modifications that you can do. First one is standing. Actually, both of them are standing. One of them is going to be using a bed for a little bit of an easier stretch. So you're going to first place your right. I'm going to stretch out my left hip flexor. I'm gonna step forward into a lunge position. My left foot is just back behind the bed here. And make sure you're next to the wall for support and balance. So what I'm gonna do is shift my right, or bend my right knee, so I'm just getting lower. And you can see the angle in my left hip is getting greater. Just like this. Now here's a really important tip while you're doing the standing hip flexor stretch is keep your pelvic bone tilted, right? So it's kind of hard to see, but this is anterior rotated, or you can kind of see it's like when your butt is sticking out. Tuck that pelvis in as you lean into that stretch. And you're gonna feel that in your hip flexor. It's really helping to create better and greater alignment in your pelvic bone and along your legs. Hold that for at least 30 seconds and then switch to the other side. Now, if that's a little bit too challenging, what you can do is go next to the bed and just bring your leg up like this and start to scooch that back. And this is getting the hip flexor too. And in fact, you can sometimes even get a greater stretch with the bed if you bend that knee down, your right knee. It's easier. You can place some of your weight into the bed. You could do this while you're watching television. Again, this hip flexor stretch, the iliopsoas, is one of the most important stretches for low back pain, but then also to help create greater alignment for if you've got a meniscus tear. Hold that for 30 seconds and then switch to the other side. All right, well, those are 3 stretches that you can do from home. Most of them rely upon a bed and a towel to help loosen up the muscles around your hip and your leg so that you can relieve the pressure inside your knee if you have a meniscus tear. So hopefully you enjoyed that video and you learned something. Go ahead, try those stretches. Let me know how you feel about them, how they work for you. Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. It would mean so much to us as you join our community of good lifers that are over 50 working towards living a life with greater mobility and less pain in their joints. So thanks so much. I'm Coach Todd. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.